Let's break down 3.0 Xbow, the most classic cycle deck in Clash Royale. This isn't a casual guide. I'll cover exactly how to play it, the cycle order you should stick to, must-know interactions, how to count Elixir properly, matchup-specific tips, and the knowledge I gained from watching top Xbow players. By the end, you'll know how to squeeze maximum performance out of this deck. The point of this deck is to outcycle your opponent, control the field with Tesla, and keep chipping away until your Xbow locks. It's about control, precision, and understanding matchups. Cycle order. Your opening hand decides how you start. Best first plays you can do is Ice Spirit at the bridge, Skeleton split in the middle to catch Princess first play or split wall breakers unintentionally, or Archers split in the back to get back to the evolution faster. These are safe, low-commitment plays. Avoid Xbow first play. Unless you know your opponent's deck, it's too risky. Tesla first play. Only if you're 100% sure your opponent has a passive start, like Golem or Lava. The early game is about testing your opponent's cards, finding their counters to Xbow, and setting up the cycle where your Tesla and Knight line up against their win conditions. When to Xbow. One of the hardest parts of 3.0 is knowing when to Xbow. Here's the rule. Only Xbow when you're up at least 2 Elixir or when their hard counter is out of cycle. Example, if they play Fireball on your Archers, that's your window. If they just used a big tank like Giant or Golem in the back, punish the opposite lane instantly with Xbow, supported by a Knight if needed. Against faster decks like Hog, your Xbow is more of a defensive tool. Don't force it. The Xbow isn't the win condition, it's the pressure tool. The real win condition is outcycling their answers. Defensive principles. Xbow is all about defense first. A few key rules. Tesla placement matters. Middle Tesla pulls both lanes, and its delay time lets you stack multiple Teslas if needed. Don't overspend. Defend as cheap as possible. If you spend 6 Elixir to stop their 4 Elixir card, you'll never catch up. Archers are your DPS core. Don't waste them unless you know their spell cycle. Against Fireball decks, stagger Archers for a positive Elixir trade. Against Poison decks, split them. Top players always emphasize, good defensive cycles win games, not greedy Xbows. Elixir counting and cycle tracking. To win with Xbow at a high level, you need to track Elixir and cycle. Every time your opponent plays a card, count its cost. If they drop a 5 cost and you defend with 3, you're up 2. That's when you Xbow. Always remember their Xbow counters. Example, if their counter is Mega Knight, track it in your head. Mega Knight, 4 cards away. Once they play it, track their hand. If you can Xbow before it cycles back, you win. Matchup-specific tips. Against Hog cycle, Tesla in the anti-earthquake position, 1 tile up and 1 tile from the river whenever EQ is in cycle. Focus on perfect defense over offense. Don't give up tower hits. Only go for offensive Xbow after a large overcommit. Keep pressure off cycle to bait EQ or force split pushes. Spell cycle only when connections are impossible and their cycle is disrupted. Example, after defending Hog plus EQ, Fireball their tower. Don't Fireball when their pressure card is still in hand. Against Log bait, use cheap cycle cards, Ice Spirit, Skeletons, Log, to rotate and defend. If they rocket your Xbow, trade value with Fireball on Princess or support troops. Pressure both lanes to bait spells and defensive counters. Center and high Tesla against ranged units. Reposition for Hog or Battle Ram. Against Golem beatdown. Always Fireball the Elixir Collector, deny even a +1 advantage. Defensive Xbow plus Tesla stalls Golem pushes. Use Skeletons/Ice Spirit to handle Night Witch and support. Never let them build a push in single Elixir. Split lane pressure and keep cycle cards ready. Against minor Poison. Don't spell cycle early. Poison outdamages Fireball. Get 1 small Xbow lock in single Elixir before committing to Fireball cycle in double or triple Elixir. Place Knight plus Archers above King Tower and Tesla in the center to mitigate minor chip plus Poison. Learn their cycle, track counters, and punish when they're out. Here are some must-know interactions to keep in mind. Countering Mega Knight with Knight in the middle, or activating your King using Skeletons and Ice Spirit. Electro Spirit and Log counters, Evolution wall breakers. Place Tesla 1 tile to the side to counter Balloon. A low Tesla won't pull Hog Rider. You'll need to push it with Ice Spirit or Skeletons. Late game strategy. In double and triple Elixir, you can cycle Xbows faster than their big tank. Stack Teslas, keep Archers alive, and Fireball cycle when safe. Against tough matchups, you'll often win through Fireball plus chip damage, not an Xbow lock. Use defensive Xbow to stabilize when behind, then chain it into offensive Xbow for counter push pressure. The main point, stay patient, track cycles, and never throw away an Xbow. That's the 3.0 Xbow guide. This deck is all about control, precision, and patience. If you want to master it, focus on counting Elixir, tracking cycle, and defending perfectly before even thinking about offense. Practice these, and I'll see you in the arena.